when there's a thunderstorm outside and there's a power outage. That's what this video kind of is. Like, there's a power outage, you know, thunderstorm. Could do with a thunderstorm, actually. And yeah, you just sort of sit around and have a chat because you can't watch telly, you know, can't go on the computer or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what this video is, because we've just started a new RTG on FC26, and we've just literally gone to record today. You know, all excited, buzzing to record it.
Proper buzzing to do it, by the way.
And Xbox Live is down. We're getting some error, some outage or something. But yeah, that's what it says.
Just an outage, yeah.
I don't even know what the problem is, but you launch the game and it just doesn't launch.
So that's the thunderstorm in the analogy.
Yeah.
So now we need to chat. And, well, I think what better subject than Ultimate Team? It's literally the perfect subject, right? Because we don't really talk about stuff much, do we? Well, we do, but I think Ultimate Team is a subject right now that needs talking about. And it is being talked about. So let's start with Ultimate Team, Chris.
Yeah.
What we saying?
So this video doesn't really have any structure.
We are free rolling this a lot. It's not like a professional podcast, like where you got all your points down and stuff. It's off the cuff, it's real, and it's just, you know, whatever.
The general direction I wanted to take this video in is, last night I just had a big inspiration to make a video to talk about gaming in general, actually, and sort of like the evolution of gaming, where things have gone in a good direction and bad sort of thing. But actually this does, you know, we're going to start talking about Ultimate Team. And essentially, you know, how could Ultimate Team be better? Now, you know, yesterday...
And also, what's good about Ultimate Team? You know, there's loads of negativity. And, you know, rightfully, there's a lot of negativity in some areas of Ultimate Team. But there's also a lot of great. And I think a lot of people are clouded by what is actually good. By the bad. And also, sometimes is the bad, or is it just a little bit of boredom of the same thing, you know? So, look, let's touch on these subjects and let's have this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, this is just our take as well.
Yeah, it's just our take. It's just,
Everyone has different opinions on these things.
Absolutely.
And, you know, people have wild takes out there.
There are some wild takes.
I mean, fuck me. Someone thought we were starting an RTG to get an invite to an EA capture event. Fucking hell.
There's some crazy. I mean, honestly, you know, just touching on that quickly, you know, we've turned down so many things. So many things.
We
in the whole era of doing this YouTube thing, you wouldn't believe, you know, because we just do. We turn things down. We don't say yes to everything. We really don't.
I don't actually like capture events because the early footage, it's hard to make videos on it.
It is really hard.
The videos are crap. It's really hard to do it. I don't actually like it.
Yeah.
So anyway, look, the point is, you know, there's wild takes out there.
There is. So let's start with Ultimate Team, Chris, right? If I were to say to you, what's the most important thing in Ultimate Team that you would change right now or add?
Yeah, great question, Dave. That's a good question. And yeah, so my take is quite interesting because
go on.
My number one gripe isn't actually the gameplay.
Okay.
Now, the gameplay obviously isn't perfect, and I suppose I should make the point, I don't think it ever will be. I mean, if you really think there's ever going to be a football game that's perfect gameplay, all right, we could talk about like the old days with PES. Yeah, they were great, of course, gameplay-wise. But gameplay-wise, that's not my biggest gripe. My biggest gripe with the direction of FIFA is many other things.
Ultimate Team specific.
First of all would be the interface. This is something, because Matt can vouch for this. I always tell him every year, like, the interface. I'm just disappointed with the interface.
He's legit been saying this since like 21, 22.
It just lacks fresh. It doesn't look fresh. Like, if you go back and look at the FIFA 13 menus, FIFA 17 menus,
you want some vibrancy.
FIFA 15, 16, but I think 13s were the best. They just look brilliant. And
you want vibrancy.
Yeah, when you log in, you want
inviting.
I don't know. It does matter. The interface matters. And I'm just not a fan of the current sort of depressing look they've gone for. And I don't like it,
So I feel like that look has come about since the big push on like the pro scene and being amazing at the game and, you know, foot champs and just tryharding, basically. Like, the fun is sucked out in that element. And with that, I think, came along, you know, these darker, dingy kind of menus.
Yeah, so that's obviously not the only thing, but the next thing I'd say is the transfer market. So the way they've totally killed the transfer market is tragic. When Ultimate Team launched in FIFA 09, oh my God, it was revolutionary. Me, Matt, and our mate, Digi, God bless him, we used to, you know, log on and mick up and play and stuff. And it was so magical because you'd log on and you see, oh, has my player sold? There wasn't even untradeable players then. It was just all tradable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was no price caps. The price caps have totally killed it, ruined it. Now, I understand they've done that because of coin selling, of course. I get that. But unfortunately, I think it's ruined the game. I just wonder, is it not a trade-off worth taking to make the game better, to just, you know?
It's an interesting point. Is the trade-off worth it? And obviously EA decided, obviously it's not maybe for them, and they decided to clamp down on it and stop it and completely. But just coming back to the whole trading thing, I remember jumping on, because you had to download Ultimate Team halfway through the year when it first came out. It was like 6 months after the game. And you had to download it with...
that was FIFA 09, Yeah,
you had to download it halfway through when it first came out. And the first thing that I found absolutely incredible...
That was only FIFA 09 though, man.
Yeah.
Not every FIFA.
Yeah, no, FIFA 09, it started at 09,
Correct.
But the first thing that got me instantly, and I was like, wow, transfers. I put a player up for sale. And that, like, was just...
And now that magic's gone.
Now that magic has gone.
To be honest, I would totally get rid of the concept of untradeable cards. The only exceptions, SBCs, like, your player of the months, that sort of thing. But that direction has killed the magic.
So I think, like, talking on the SBCs, you know, the new introduction in FC 27, that there's potentially, like, this new SBC concept and stuff. You know, maybe that would work now because you don't necessarily need to have, like, because I think it's going to work on points or something like that. So that, I mean, that kind of makes it a little bit better. So then maybe you can open the... I don't know where I'm going with this, Chris.
What are you going on about?
I was going somewhere. I had a vision in my head. I was going somewhere, and then I sort of like went like this, off track.
Yeah, but to simplify it,
gone.
If you totally, and I mean totally revamp the interface, this interface now looks crap.
Yeah.
Some people, by the way, will disagree. That's, we're only giving our take. If you totally revamp that interface, get the sort of fun look like FIFA 13 again.
Messy. Totally
revamp it and do all of that stuff. All the cards are tradable again, no price caps.
Yeah.
A lot of people do argue as well, there's too many promos now, too many promo cards. That's true. And actually, this is another point we could lead on to. Is the game simple enough now? Because it used to be so simple. Now, you log onto the menus and it's quite fucking confusing.
Well,
there's so much to do that you don't even know where to start.
So we are new to this footies RTG right now, and we can say that, you know, if you're jumping into the game now and you're looking objective, you don't know where to start. You know, it's like this, oh God, you know, you really don't know where to start. So there is a confusing element for a new player, maybe.
Could be simplified, I feel, but
also there's the other argument where we need lots to do.
Yeah, so actually I'll just make one more point here.
Yeah.
The main reason I personally enjoy playing games in general is I enjoy the relaxing grind. I don't play games to stress out. We've got mates who were casual FIFA players who stopped playing it because it just fucking stressed them out too much. Why would they want to do that in their free time? Play champs and absolutely stress out? Why would they want to do that? So a lot just don't play it now for that reason. And Matt, the direction should be about playing, not winning.
Yeah, I agree.
That's just my opinion.
Turning up and
and then just play to have fun.
When you put your time into something, because time is money, right? Time is valuable.
Yeah.
Time on this earth is so valuable, right? You want to know you're getting value out of your time that you are putting in it. And if you're playing 2 foot champs games and you lost them both,
you get nothing.
But
I think that is actually a change they're making for FC 27.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, because I've been Googling, trying to get some information about the game, and apparently, if you lose a game, you will get sort of points towards your, whole season or something like that. So
yeah, there is that. But then
that's a good start, by the way.
You've then also got an audience or people that would say, well, why should you get rewarded for losing? You know, and
no.
Rightfully so. It makes sense.
So how it will work is you'll get more for winning, but you will get something for losing. That's how it should be. Yeah. You should get something for losing, for turning up and playing the game.
You
should
have to.
Because it is a complete waste of time. Because everyone just quits now. Because it's like, well, I think I'm going to lose this. What's the point finishing the game? All right, there's some objectives, play 3 games a day or whatever, but you get those done anyway.
Yeah.
So look, incentive to just play and have fun and not quit when you're losing. Give me a reason to not even care. To not want to quit.
Yeah,
I'm not going to quit because
keep me there.
I'm freshly grinding. I'm going to get something from this,
Yeah, so let me come on to a question now about the gameplay, because you said about the gameplay is not your biggest gripe.
Well, I have gripes.
There is gripes.
There's things that need improving with the gameplay, but I'm saying my bigger gripes are actually with the other stuff.
Well, let's get into the gameplay, because obviously if you're playing the game, that's where the most time is taken from you. 15, 20 minutes a game can be, that's a lot of time. So you need to be enjoying that time, right? That's the next thing. Not only do you feel like you're getting value, you got to be enjoying it, right? So what is in the gameplay that you don't like right now? Like where it's gone, where it is right now. What's your...
Good question.
So, and also, can I just say, don't pick up on specific things like, manual defending or...
that probably would be one, actually.
Stuff like that, because I feel like they can be changed. Like EA do that on purpose, right? I feel like...
Well, it doesn't... Yeah, but if...
Because they could just change that whenever they want. But then if they turn the defending harder, then people will say, oh, it's too easy to score, it's too hard to score.
That's the challenge they have. They can't please everyone.
So that's like a balance thing, isn't it?
If they make defending how I want it, someone else won't like it. That's a fact, yeah.
But what I'm saying, more stuff like play styles, like, the core mechanic of the game, not things that they can just slide up and down and say, yeah, well, we can improve this, improve that. No, I'm talking more mechanics of the game.
Well, play styles and custom tactics are a good thing. I mean, all those older FIFAs, we didn't have like depth, did we? Things like that. It was just quite simple.
So a lot of people preferred the old way.
I'm just saying that there could be an argument there as well.
Well, again, in FC27, it looks like there's some more minute controls that you have over a position of a player. You can just move them about a bit on the formation, which could be good, but again, it's something that we've seen before in a football game, especially FIFA. So we're bringing old stuff back a little bit there, maybe. But gameplay-wise, then, go on. What would you fix right now in the game? Right now, what's the biggest?
You just said don't say specifics. Well, I am going to say.
Well, go on then. Go into that.
AI defend, manual defending should be rewarded a little bit more, for sure. Yeah,
in what way? In what way do you mean?
To be honest, a big weird thing with the game is, I don't know if anyone's noticed this, is the amount of goals you just score back and two. Like, you score, he scores, you score, he scores. And it's just like, and it ends like 5-4. And it's like, what?
So let's have...
You feel like you can't stop the goals. It's weird.
Let's have the scripting momentum conversation. Is it in the game? Is there something there? We've played FIFA a long time.
Yeah. Sometimes you just feel like, what could I have done there? I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird game.
So I feel like there's consistent patterns for sure.
But then people go 20-0, so obviously I could have done something. So
yeah. So how do you explain that? You see, you'll get a pro that can go 20-0, 15-0, full bronze team, but then we're here complaining about momentum. How does that work?
See,
how does that work? I don't know.
You could shut that down straight away.
You can shut that down, but I've got to believe that there's something in the game. I'm sorry, that some sort of momentum system that encourages a certain style of play, a certain passage of play. You got
to be careful saying these things, because in Matt's opinion, it's not a fact.
Obviously, it's
you know what I mean. Though, you can't say it's a fact.
Obviously, it's my opinion. That's the point of this video. That's the point of anyone's opinion.
Yeah. But yeah, look, yes, that whole feeling of being robbed. We've
all had that rage, right?
Would all football games be like that? Because we've never had a competitor. I can't really compare, because I'll be honest, I haven't played eFootball or any of these others. I've not played them because I'm just not interested. I look at the gameplay and I just think, no.
pick up on another point as well. This is nothing new. This doesn't feel like anything new. This is, this feels like, this has been since FIFA 10 or whatever.
That's one thing FIFA gets right, and it does it so well, by the way. The animations. The way the game, the animations.
Animations are good.
Are really good.
However, sometimes you feel like they break the game. I feel like sometimes the pass will be slightly delayed to account for an animation. Like just little passages and plays like that. So yeah, animations are great, but yeah, they can also break the game.
Yeah. So look, we all just want to play a game and feel like the result was fair and justified.
And your time was not wasted.
To be fair though, I've got to be honest.
To be fair.
No, to be honest.
Yeah. To be honest,
probably an unpopular take, but it's just what I feel.
Oh, go on.
I feel this gameplay is far from the worst we've ever had. I feel like so much is better than it used to be. When I think to FIFA 19, FIFA 15, I think of the terrible, shocking kickoff goals. It was huge dilemma. And then FIFA 19, the finesse shots, you could just do a finesse anywhere.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And I think we don't have... I don't think it's as bad as those.
There's the alternatives are not there, are they? The alternatives, like you say, we don't have anything to compare to.
There's rumours, isn't there, 2K making a game, but I don't know if that's even true or what's going on.
By the way, I saw a clip. I can't remember. It was playing, I think it was Pro Evo. And, he scored a nice goal and stuff. And, and it was like, oh yeah, this is more rewarding and stuff. But it's like, if you looked at it from the defender's point of view, from the other person's point of view, what I saw was...
Oh yeah, I think if
so it depends what side you're on as well.
In the time, those games were brilliant. PES 1 to 6 were brilliant. But if you played them now, yeah, I bet you can't even defend. I know what you mean.
But I'm just saying with FIFA, like, you might think that you might score an amazing goal and you're like, yeah, that was a great goal. But like from the opponent's point of view, that was like, mate, I didn't press that, or I tried to do this, and it didn't, so there's definitely, depends what side you're on. But Chris.
Yeah. And then we'll go on to one more point.
Go on.
Microtransactions.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have a conversation about that in general with gaming, microtransactions, like...
I'll be honest, that one could make a whole video itself.
But
I think maybe we should save that one for another video. In fact, guys, if you do want to see us talking about that side of things, then leave a like on the video. And, if you like this in general, now and again, we can do like, talking about a certain subject.
Yeah, and we actually really enjoy doing this sort of things. But it's funny, I said to Matt, it's down today, we can't do the LTG, but I actually don't mind because I'm actually...
So this was a video we did want to make
this video.
Yeah, we did want to do this. Yeah.
Also leave your comments, on your thoughts as well on what we've talked about here today. Like what don't you like? What would you want to see improved? What are your priorities of what you want to see improved?
Yeah.
It's funny though, isn't it? We're making this video now. We should really make this video, honestly, say 2 months after launch of FC27 and... Because everyone starts talking now and it's too late because the new game's been made.
Yeah, so just really quickly before we do end, that's a great point. At the start of the game is different to at the end of the game because the player cards that are released are so different. They've got to like patch and up and down and that is where the game can feel like, oh, the game's got worse or it's got better. But really it's just because there's better players coming out now, like 99 shooting, like,
yeah,
the game constantly changes and it is a balancing act.
I'll just say all the points I made. You said to me, what would you want to improve? I think Matt agrees with all of that, don't you?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have had any, was there anything you would add?
What, in terms of gameplay?
No, as a whole, what when you think how could Ultimate Team be better, what?
No, I do agree with the points basically, with the transfers and the untradables,
and the interface,
SBCs, the complexity sometimes of confusing you and not really knowing menus. I mean, I think if we tidy the menus up and we actually make them more simple, maybe it doesn't matter how many, so many objectives there are for a new player specifically as well.
Just those FIFA 13 menus were so good.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how EA don't look at that and think, fuck me, look what we made there. That was brilliant. Let's do that.
I think another point, there's a lot of nostalgia going around, a lot of nostalgia around FC20, FIFA 17.
Even around
260. Yeah, even around 260.
Yeah.
Even everything is all about nostalgia right now.
Yeah.
Why don't EA think, nostalgia? Let's recreate, the FIFA 17 menus on FC27.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Just a little
just
bit
so
of
simple,
nostalgia.
right?
Keep the gameplay, new and, with the new engine and blah, 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 but just a bit of nostalgia,
I just feel like they're out of touch with this. I really do, EA, come on, wake up. Like, it's so simple.
Yeah.
You keep making the menus are the same every year and they're not even good. They never changed. But when you buy a new game, by the way, it should feel new. Whenever I launch the new FC now, it feels like an expansion. Like,
yeah, well,
it's the same menus all the time.
Well, I said it before. It has to be inviting. Just invite the player in. Don't make them feel like they're forcing to press A. They want to press A. They see the beauty. They just want to come into the game, and into the menus, and they're they can go around the menus. It's nice and fluent, and
it's got to be a magical experience and an enjoyable one, not one that makes you angry and depressed. Thank you for watching this video. This was very random, I know. Again, I apologise. Tomorrow we're continuing with the RTG, presuming Xbox is working. Presuming it will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we are thinking maybe we'll do some champs tomorrow. Yeah, I think do you want to see some champs games?
Some champs.
Leave it in the comments. And as well, I've got a new footy shirt tomorrow. That will be wearing
it.
Yeah. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah,
Good chat.
Cheers for watching, guys, and very enjoyable just talking. Yeah.
Logging on to FIFA servers, I'm coming. No matter how much it winds me up, I just come. FIFA's just in my DNA.